Good evening, old Disco family. Does this situation sound familiar? It's 3 a.m., and once again, you're awake, making another quiet walk to the bathroom. It's not the first time tonight. These repeated interruptions don't just ruin your sleep, they drain your energy, focus, and strength for the entire next day. With every trip in the darkness, frustration builds, while your partner, as usual, sleeps peacefully, and you start asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Is this simply a part of getting older? Many people think so and quietly accept ongoing fatigue, the fear of falling at night, and the belief that a full night's sleep is gone forever. But I want to make something very clear. It does not have to be this way. You do not need to accept restless nights and worn-out days. My name is Dr. Grace Prescott. I am a physician with more than 20 years of experience. I have spent my career studying the bladder and the urinary system in depth. Thousands of men and women like you have walked into my clinic feeling exhausted and discouraged. Yet time after time, I have seen remarkable improvements. Today, I'm not offering general tips. I'm sharing a core principle used in urology, a method that focuses on how and, more importantly, when you drink water, allowing you to finally take back your nights. It's a strategy so simple and practical, yet often ignored, that you may wonder why no one explained it sooner. Stay with me, because this information won't only improve your sleep, it may truly change your life. Before I explain the solution, it's important to understand how serious this issue really is. Did you know that nearly 70% of adults over the age of 60 wake up at least once every night to urinate? For many, it happens 2, 3, or even more times. This condition is called nocturia, and let me be very clear, while it is common, it is not normal. It is not a harmless effect of aging. It is a warning signal from your body, sounding loudly in the night. Ignoring it can lead to consequences far more serious than most people realize. Stay until the end, because I will explain not only why this happens, but also the exact strategy, the same approach we teach our patients to stop this exhausting cycle. I promise, the final insight could permanently change your nights. The silent epidemic and its hidden risks. Nocturia is called a silent epidemic for a reason. People rarely talk about it. Many suffer quietly, feeling embarrassed or simply giving up. But inside my clinic, I hear the real experiences. I hear from Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather who once loved building detailed ships inside glass bottles but had to quit because constant sleep loss caused his hands to shake. I hear from Susan, a 68-year-old retired teacher who slipped and broke her hip during one of her nighttime bathroom trips, an injury that took away her independence. These are not rare stories. They are real outcomes. This problem goes far beyond feeling tired. Let's speak honestly about the dangers connected to these repeated bathroom visits. First, the risk of falls. In the darkness, while still half asleep, your balance is poor. The walk to the bathroom turns into an obstacle course, a rug, a piece of furniture, and suddenly the result could be a serious, life-altering injury. For an older adult, a fractured hip can signal the beginning of rapid physical decline. Second, the effect on your brain health. Deep sleep is not a luxury, it is essential. During proper sleep, the brain cleans itself, organizes memories, and removes toxins built up throughout the day. When sleep is broken night after night, this process is interrupted. The outcome is mental fog, difficulty focusing, weak memory, and over time, an increased risk of neurodegenerative conditions. It's not aging that makes you feel forgetful, it's the absence of restorative sleep. Third, the pressure placed on your heart. Every sudden awakening triggers stress hormones. Your heart rate and blood pressure rise. When this occurs several times each night, your cardiovascular system remains under constant strain. Research shows that severe nocturia is linked to a higher risk of high blood pressure and other heart problems. And finally, the emotional impact. Ongoing fatigue slowly drains your happiness. It makes you short-tempered, worried, and may lead to depression. It distances you from what matters most, from the people you love, and locks you into a cycle of exhaustion that feels impossible to break. You begin to lose yourself. So why does this occur with age? There are several reasons. First, your body produces less antidiuretic hormone, or ADH, at night. ADH signals the kidneys to slow urine production during sleep. With lower ADH levels, urine production continues at a high rate. Second, bladder capacity can shrink over time. And third, a factor few people understand: fluid redistribution. If your ankles swell slightly during the day, that fluid doesn't disappear. When you lie down, gravity no longer keeps it in your legs. It moves back into the blood, passes through the kidneys, and collects in the bladder, waking you hours later. Now that you understand the seriousness of this issue and the science behind it, We're ready to challenge the myths and build the solution, debunking the myths, the mistakes that make the problem worse. Before sharing the correct approach, we must stop the wrong habits. Many people, with good intentions, make choices that actually worsen Let's break down the 3 most common myths. Myth number 1. To prevent nighttime trips, I should drink as little water as possible during the day. This is the most widespread mistaken. Trust me, the most harmful. It sounds logical, doesn't it? Less water in should mean less urine out. But the body doesn't work that way. When you stay dehydrated during the day, your urine becomes highly concentrated. This strong urine can irritate the bladder lining. Think of it like putting lemon juice on an open cut. That irritation makes the bladder overactive, sending urgent bathroom signals even when it isn't full. And when you finally drink something in the afternoon to satisfy built-up thirst, your body, in conservation mode, tries to handle all that liquid at once, often during the night. Ironically, drinking too little during the day can actually lead to more trips to the bathroom at night. Myth number 2. The problem is, my bladder is too small. I've always been this way. Here's the truth. While a few people may have a smaller bladder capacity, in most adult nocturia cases, the real issue is not the size of the bladder, but the pace of the kidneys at night. As we mentioned, lower ADH levels and fluid returning from the legs are the real causes. Even with a large bladder, if your kidneys keep producing urine non-stop, you will still wake up. Blaming a small bladder only prevents you from addressing the true problem. And no, it's not something you just have to accept. Myth number 3. A glass of wine or beer relaxes me and helps me sleep. It can't be that bad. This one is especially misleading. While alcohol may make you drowsy initially, it actually disrupts your rest, particularly when it comes to nighttime urination. Alcohol is a strong diuretic, and even worse, it suppresses the release of that important antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Drinking alcohol before bed creates a perfect storm. First, you're taking in extra liquid, and second, you're disabling the natural mechanism your body uses to reduce nighttime urine. This is a direct path to On top of that, alcohol lowers sleep quality and often causes awakening in the second half of the night, just when your bladder signals enough. Avoiding alcohol in the hours before bed is one of the most effective changes you can make now that you know what doesn't work. You've already made a big step forward. You've cleared the ground. Are you ready for the strategy that actually works? The smart hydration approach. This is the core of our discussion. It's the method that has helped countless patients reclaim their sleep. Forget drink less. The new mantra is, drink smarter. The ASIM method is a 5-step, easy-to-remember strategy. ASIM stands for adjust, soften, stop, integrate, manage. Let's go through each step, and I'll also share 2 additional tips for a foolproof plan. Step 1. Adjust your hydration. Increase your intake in the morning. The key principle is to front-load most of your liquid intake in the first half of the day. The golden rule I share with patients is, aim to consume 75% of your daily fluids before 4 p.m. How do you do this? Begin your day with 1 or 2 good glasses of water to kickstart your system. Keep a water bottle handy through the morning, taking steady sips. Don't wait until your thirsty thirst is already a sign of dehydration. At lunch, have another glass. This allows your kidneys the entire day to process liquids while you're active and upright. You're working with your body, not against it. By 4 p.m., you'll be well hydrated, and then you can begin preparing for the night. Step 2. Soften the transition. Land gently. From 4 p.m. onward, don't suddenly cut off water. Enter the landing phase. Between this time and dinner, reduce your intake, maybe half a glass if needed. Dinner is important. Aim to eat at least 3 hours before bed, and during dinner, drink only enough to help swallow your food. A few sips are fine, but a full glass is not recommended. This gradual reduction signals to your body that it's time to slow down urine production. Step 3. Stop in time. The sacred zone. This is the strictest, and perhaps the most crucial, step. Create a sacred zone of 2 hours before bedtime where you take absolutely no liquids. If your bedtime is 10 p.m., your last sip should be at 8 p.m., no exceptions. This window gives your kidneys time to finish their final filtration and send the last urine to your bladder before you fall asleep. Drinking within these 2 hours can put your kidneys in overdrive, making a bathroom trip at 1 or 2 a.m. almost certain. If your mouth feels dry, rinse without swallowing or take a tiny sip but not a full glass. This rule is non-negotiable. That is the core ASIM method. Now, 2 extra steps enhance it. Step 4. Integrate electrolytes. Improve absorption. This trick helps your body use water more efficiently. Hydration isn't just drinking water, it's about delivering it to your cells. Electrolytes help. The idea is simple. In your first morning glass of water, add just a pinch of unrefined sea salt and a splash of lemon juice. The salt provides sodium to help water reach cells, while the lemon adds potassium. This improves morning hydration and reduces afternoon thirst. Step 5. Manage your dinner. Control the Your dinner matters as much as what you drink. For your last meal, avoid spicy or acidic foods that irritate the bladder, excessive sugar or simple carbs that increase urine production, and high-water foods like soups, watermelon, or cucumbers. Save these for earlier in the day. Also, avoid bladder stimulants such as chocolate, caffeine, coffee, tea, or sodas. Opt instead for protein-rich meals with cooked vegetables. This stabilizes blood sugar and doesn't overload your system. That completes the ASIM method. It's not magic, it's applied science. Supporting techniques to boost results. If ASIM is the engine, these strategies are the high-performance tires. Designed to maximize results. Support technique 1. Double voiding. Ensure your bladder is empty. Ever used the bathroom right before bed only to feel the urge 20 minutes later? That's because your bladder wasn't fully emptied. Double voiding is simple but powerful. Right before bed, go to the bathroom. Sit down, Yasmin. You too. Sitting relaxes the pelvic floor and allows more complete emptying. When finished, don't get up. Relax for 30 to 60 seconds. Then lean forward slightly and try again. You'll often release more urine. That little extra can mean the difference between uninterrupted sleep and waking at 3 a.m. Make this a nightly ritual. Support technique 2. The gravity elevator. Manage fluids. Remember the fluid that moves from your legs. You can control this 1 to 2 hours before bed, while reading or watching TV. Elevate your legs above heart level on pillows, the couch, or bed. Gravity helps fluid return to circulation before you lie down. Your kidneys process it, and you can eliminate it using double voiding. You are actively managing your legs so they don't impact your bladder during sleep. Wearing compression socks during the day also help reduce fluid buildup. Support technique 3. Salt shaker control. We used a pinch of salt in the morning, but too much salt in your daily diet can worsen Eating excess salt makes your body retain water to dilute it. You feel thirstier and drink more. On top of that, your kidneys have to work harder to remove the salt, needing water for this process, which becomes urine. Watch out for processed foods, deli meats, and ready-made meals. Cooking at home gives you better control. Cutting salt benefits both your bladder and your blood pressure. We've revealed nocturia not just as a nuisance, but as a life disruptor. We've debunked the myths that kept you trapped. And I've shared the ASIM method along with supporting techniques so you can take charge. I remember my patient Michael, the model shipbuilder. After only 2 weeks following this protocol, he called me. His voice sounded vibrant. "Doctor," he said, "last night I slept 7 hours straight." 7. I didn't even remember what that felt like. This morning my hands weren't shaking. I'm back in my workshop. I'm not just sleeping more, I feel alive again. That transformation can happen for you, starting tonight. Reclaiming your sleep is a choice to act on what you've learned. Here's your action plan. Adjust your hydration. Taking most of it before 4 p.m. Soften and stop reduce liquids in the afternoon and honor the 2-hour sacred zone before bed. Support your body with double voiding, leg elevation, and careful salt management. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. The power to change your nights is in your hands. If this information was helpful, I ask for 3 simple things. First, hit the like button so this video reaches others who need it. Second, subscribe so you don't miss more life-changing health tips. And third, this is very important, to go to the comments and share how many times you get up at night. Write your number. There's no shame here. Just a community of people who understand exactly what you're going through. By sharing, you're not only taking the first step, but helping others realize they're not alone in this struggle. Thank you for your time and trust. Now go and get ready for the best night's sleep you've had in years. You deserve it. Take care. Old is Gold family.